Last year in America, there were 37,000 traffic fatalities. 37,000 traffic fatalities. The majority of those fatalities were because of trauma and panic that resulted in people dying. Not only trauma and panic, but bad decisions. Bad decisions. Welcome to Forces of American Rescue. I am known as the Solution Horse, H.O.R.S.E. I travel around the country assisting nonprofits with trauma, mindset shifts, and mental wellness so they could flourish and stay afloat. Today we're talking about the best way to travel. I've been traveling around this great country of America with my senior rescue pup, Sedona, with a picture, for the last 96 months. 96 months is 8 years. And I thought I was going to be gone for like maybe 6 months. I was going for a very long time, more than 6 months, only because there was so many nonprofits out there that I noticed that they all 99% of them deal with trauma, victim mentality, or chaos. So today we're going to just talk about why you need to pay attention on the road. Let's start with knowing that in 2025, and Heber is up by Sholo and Snowflake, and you have to go through Payson to get on the 260 and travel to Heber and Sholo and Snowflake. Well, that route is a one lane on one side. And most of the routes that I travel throughout the country, because I'm not really a highway person, I like the highway, but I tell people all the time, America doesn't live on the highways. America lives on the back roads and the byways. And I like to go to small and tiny towns. So I'm used to one-lane highways. So the 260 is a one-lane highway for the most part. But luckily, safety admin and board had the wherewithal to put passing lanes. But for some reason last year, June and July, and August, for some reason there was 8 fatalities of people passing. The thing is that when you pass somebody, I'm going to ask you a question. You could answer it in the comments or just think to yourself. If you're behind an 18-wheeler on a one-lane highway or an RV that's going up a hill and in a different gear, it's an 18-wheelers, they chug along, really, really slow, right? And you don't know when they're putting in a different gear, they're going to back up. It takes a long time, right? So the question is your life worth it if you make the wrong decision? And when you look over into the left-hand side to see if anything's coming, usually our brain or eyes kind of like trick us because we can't see almost like the depth of field. We can only see so long, right? So for me, I happen to know, what I do is like if I don't see a car for like 2 miles, I'll know it's safe to pass. But here's the thing. Here's where people get kind of like make wrong decisions. If you're already panicking because, hey, you have to get someplace fast and you don't want to sit behind the RV or the 18-wheeler and you start behind the 18-wheeler or the car or the RV in front of you, you're already in a negative problem right now. Because if you're sitting right behind an RV and then you go to pass, you're not coming in with full mode at 70 miles an hour or something. You're usually about 40 or 30 miles an hour, however fast the RV is going. So it's going to take your car a little while to get up to the speed that you need to pass it. If you don't know what the speed of it is, because I drive a 2015 Mazda CX-5. I know for me, if I am behind an RV or an 18-wheeler, in order for me to pass that, it takes my car literally 9 seconds to get 60 miles an hour. But in order to pass the 18-wheeler, which is 90 feet long, and if there's no traffic or no incoming cars, then I know how, because especially if they're going at a slow rate of 35 miles an hour, it'll take me about 11 seconds to pass, even if I just start that much, because that's how my car does. It's a 4-cylinder, and I love my Mazda CX-5. It's just fun to drive, and it's really zoom, zoom, zoom. If I am approaching the RV or the 18-wheeler, and I'm doing 75 or 80 miles an hour, knowing that there's no incoming traffic, then I will zoom by them and literally can zoom by so fast that I can do it in 6 seconds. So before you go on a road trip, make sure you know what your car could do in 0 to 60. So this way you know. But the question is that when you don't see anything and you think it's safe, But if you see a straight line and there's nothing coming, but then say, for instance, you see a straight line, but then there's a curve, because the 260 through Heber and Sholo is very curvy. It's very scenic, but there's mountains. And my question to you again is your life worth losing because you made the wrong decision? Could you wait 15, 20 minutes until that RV or 18-wheeler gets to where they're going? Because on the 260, there's passing lanes every couple miles. There's a lot of passing lanes. I think there's like 20 of them. So why would you risk passing on the left-hand side of an 18-wheeler and RV when there's a passing lane coming up maybe 5 minutes down the road? 8 people lost their life, including an EMT in an ambulance coming back from a hospital. I think it was a woman and a male. They lost their life because someone had crossed the line and ran right into them. A mother and daughter lost their lives because so if you have like an older car, not that my 2015 is not older, but a car that's older and you don't know what the speed is from 0 to 60, then do you really want to risk your life? Please take that into consideration. Do you really want to risk your life and don't have the ability to wait until the passing lane? I don't want any of my audience to all of a sudden crash and die because they refuse to listen to me. Last year, when I went up to Payson, there was this guy on this truck. He was having maybe, I don't know, a mental breakdown or something, or he was going through something, because I went to pass him, but he didn't want me to pass him. So then he went to my lane, and then I tried to pass him on the other side, which technically you're not supposed to do, but he kept blocking me from passing him. He would not let me pass him. Even when I went to the passing lane for him to move over to the right, but he wouldn't move over to the right. So I tried to pass him on the right because he refused to move over, and then he blocked me again. I literally could not pass him for like 10 miles. And then at one point, when I was hitting a passing lane, I just floored it and just like went as fast as I can just to get away from him. And then when I hit Heber, there was a sheriff. I knew that he saw me. He turned around and I didn't floor it because I knew that I was in the wrong, even though the guy behind me, the roadways guy, was blocking me for like 10 miles. So I just politely pulled over. And it's funny because the cop said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, I didn't say it, but I was laughing because technically you didn't pull me over. I stopped. So I should get perks for stopping because, I'm a daughter of a mounted police officer. My dad was a mounted police officer, had the same horse and the same partner for over 22 years. I know my dad taught me right. You don't run from the cops. No matter what, you don't run from the cops. You never want to put police officers or people that are trying to help you and keeping the town or the county safe in harm's way. You never want to do that. So everything worked out fine. I was safe. The guy was doing road rage, just flew right by me as soon as he saw the cops. There's always a passing lane, whether you're driving the 260 in Heber, whether you're driving the I-40 or the I-10, Interstate 40, Interstate 10. There's always a passing lane somewhere along the way. So don't risk your life to get to a barbecue, to get to a parade, to get to the next stop because you don't know where that incoming traffic is. You have no idea where it is. You don't know how far away it is because your mind tricks you. And sometimes it's trauma. Sometimes people can't pass an 18-wheeler. I've been behind people where I've been 3 or 4 spots, 5 spots sometimes behind people that refuse to pass an 18-wheeler, even though there's no cars coming for miles. And I will pass because my Mazda CX-5 is really zoom zoom. And it's a 2015 and it's still zoom zoom. Imagine if I got like a Mazda CX-70, how much more oomph it will have if I got it like now, faster it would be. Because a lot of people don't like to pass things. So on those times when I'm 5, 6 people behind, usually the person in front of me will take the risk and I will follow that person. But most times people follow me. I don't know why people follow me, and I will go out knowing that there's no one. I mean, miles, I don't see anything for miles. I will automatically just floor it like 90 miles an hour to make sure I pass all those cars in front of me, including the 18-wheeler, to make it safely. Because even though when you're passing an 18-wheeler or an RV, you never want to go back into the lane and possibly cut them off. So you're gonna want to see in your rearview mirror. Look, you have to be able to see their front. If you don't see like their grill on their front, like an 18-wheel RV, don't move over yet, because you're gonna cut them off and they're not gonna have time to stop. So I usually, before I move over, I put 2 or 3 car lengths in front of me, so I can give the RV or the 18-wheeler enough time. And I always put my blinker on. And usually on the on the 18-wheelers, because I love 18-wheelers. 18-wheelers are great when you're traveling alone or with a dog, which I travel alone with a dog. I just love 18-wheelers. Usually, if I'm cruising by an 18-wheeler, I'll usually honk my horn and wave to them as I'm passing, and they usually do that. They usually do their horn honk honk, which I love, almost like that, like that movie Smoking the Bandit with Burt Reynolds. You know, honk honk. I always like when they do it. So we'll do another video about how you could stay protected on the road with 18-wheelers as your best friend. I just really want to make sure that my audience, so no matter where you're driving, whether you're driving on a 4-lane highway like in California, or a 4-lane highway like on the 85 through North Carolina, South Carolina, I like the 85 a lot. It's very colorful. Or whether you're driving through Arkansas. Arkansas is really nice road to drive through too. Wherever you're driving across America. Like I've crisscrossed across America 4 different times. I love everything about America. I love traveling through America. But I know you have to be safe. You have to not make bad decisions. And I know when people get anxious, or you have PTSD, or you're dealing with trauma, or you don't know how to make the right decision on the spot. But when you pass an 18-wheeler on RV and you're coming into the right lane, make sure you always put your blinker on so they know you're coming in. Don't just cut them off, because it's hard for them to stop. Give them enough space, 2, 3, 4 car lengths if you can. And if for some reason you can't, make sure you see their front before you cut them off, so this way they know that and put your blinker on. I don't know how many people don't put their blinkers on. The blinker's there for a reason, so they know what you're doing. You have to let them know, so this way they know what you're doing, so they can take action. I am the Solution Horse. Has offered you some assistance today to help you travel these roads as we come into the summer and the holiday weekends, and that you take heed to what I suggested. Forces Our American Rescue's goal is to get 15,000 subscribers. We're able to put the donation link for the nonprofits we serve and feature in front of the video, which will be easier for you to donate to them. If you could share this video, share the channel wide and far, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I appreciate you. Until we meet again on the next video, create yourself an awesome day. And remember, I am the Solution Horse, H.O.R.S.E. Toodaloo!